In our first reading, Elijah asks a widow to get some water for her and a piece of bread. Not a big deal, we might say, but the country had been in drought for some time, and the widow had very little. In fact, she was going to make her last meal for her and her son, and then they would die of starvation. So why should she give up her meager resources for a man that she knew was a Jew? She did so because it was the right thing to do, and she didn't want to refuse him. The sacrifice of the food that she had for her and her son were to be eaten by him. She and her son were rewarded by God through Elijah, and all three had enough to eat until the rain came. In our gospel reading, Jesus brings to the attention of his disciples how a poor widow woman put 2 small coins worth just a few cents into the temple treasury, that she had given more than all the contributors before her, because she had given all she had, and they gave from their surplus. Why don't we know much more? And we don't know much more about her, except that her reward in heaven was probably great. Jesus sees all, and nothing is hidden from him. These 2 widows rank very high with God because of their sacrifices and putting God first. Now we come to the best part of the story, how this man Jesus, in our second reading, sacrifices himself not for his sins, but for the sins of us. And he has given himself so that we can live with him in heaven, if we choose to. We do have the freedom to choose to be with him or not. We don't deserve that. Certainly, I don't deserve that. Then why does he do it? He does it out of love and compassion for us. We are more important to him than all the gold, diamonds, and the world's goods. Does he not deserve from us a share of the treasures that we have received from him? I am not talking just about money. What have you given him lately? Some of your time and talents? Things that would help your neighbor or someone you don't even know? Have you prayed for someone you don't know? We are called to be brothers and sisters to those in need, not only in our country, but in countries around the world. We must remember that we are all God's children, and he loves us all. These readings and this gospel have come to us on the perfect weekend. This weekend, we honor those who have served in our armed forces, the sacrifices that they have given so that we can practice our religion, go to Mass, and stand up for those whose rights and freedoms are not what they should be. I would like to thank all of you who have served in the armed forces, who have sacrificed much, and especially for those who have sacrificed all. May God bless you.